Welcome back, guys. So, we have brought the 2005 Chrysler Town Country out of its, I'm going to call it a 3-year sleep. We did drive it 2 or 3 times in 2023. Otherwise, it had been parked since 21 after some unfortunate events. R.I.P. Greenbean. But yeah, so I needed a winter driver. So this one fits the bill pretty well. So I pulled it out of its spot. It was sitting up on some bricks, but it was in a pretty marshy spot, which is not really good for it anyway because of the moisture. So this is probably, all in all, a good thing for it. Pulled it out. Tires were all low, so I aired them all up, got them topped up, and then I drove it as a test drive. I took it to O'Reilly, picked up some oil for it. I picked up some new wiper blades for it, and I picked up a couple cans of fluid film, and I took it to the car wash, and then I fluid filmed all the quarters and stuff and the rust spots here. These are getting cut out and then replaced, but let's not make it any worse until I can get to that point. So I fluid filmed the whole thing. This hubcap was off, so because the lugs are kind of mismatched, so it's got 3 lugs that hold it. I had all of this style lug, replacement lug. They actually don't hold the hubcap on, so I've had to find 3 that will hold it, and then got 2 of these, and I kind of been swapping them around, so I had the point. So this hubcap's held, and then I had one more of the original hubcaps on these, which were pretty junk. I think it was on this side because I only found 3. I finally had found a 4th one. I had it in there, I just hadn't put it on yet, so I put that on. Then driving it to work, put gas in it naturally. I cleaned it up inside, got any of the miscellaneous parts and stuff out. This was locked. As you see, I filled it with washer fluid. Yeah, there's the old wipers and stuff. They're not too bad. I think I can clean those up. Yeah, I got parts and stuff back there that do need to go into it eventually, but I got a new wiper cowling here that I've had because on Monday I'm gonna have a new windshield put in it because of that right there. That is, it's got some packing tape over it, so a guy didn't cut himself, but that's getting replaced on Monday. And better time to do the broken cowling than when you're doing the windshield, because you gotta have that off anyway. But see how it's all busted up here? It's held together with scotch tape, or not scotch tape, what do you want to call that, gaff tape? So I'll have that off, put the new one on after the new windshield's in, so that'll work out. But we've got the AC Delco that is dated 1 of 18 in here. That came out of the 94 Town & Country that we had just junked, but that was parked in that yard since 21. So that battery sat dead in the yard for 2 years and came back, and it's a good battery. It holds a load. I've used it for the winch multiple times, and it holds a good charge. Sat downstairs for a couple months now, and it still had 12.5 volts in it. And I know the battery was dead for 2 years because the key in that van was left on in the yard. That battery sat dead for 2 years in the yard after, I think it was 3 years old at the time, and it came back and took a good charge, and it's a good battery. It works great. So that battery's going to live in here now. Otherwise, yeah, I changed the oil in it, checked all the fluids. Everything else looks fine. And I'd been driving it to work. I drove it Friday. I drove it Thursday night to go to O'Reilly. Drove it to work Friday, and then I drove it this morning to run some errands. So yeah, we do got a few things to do to this. It does need new tires. These tires are getting they're old. I think they're 6 years old now. Starting to see some dry rotting on them. That one actually is not a matching one because winter, I don't know, a long time ago, we had an ice storm, and ice had held that drum, and we didn't realize it driving on the dirt road, or the gravel road, or whatever you want to call it, because, well, it was sliding on the snow, so you couldn't really tell snow and gravel. You could hear something was up, but as soon as we hit the tar, we figured it out. But it wore a flat spot, so we had to replace the wheel, or the tire, which sucks. But yeah, these are getting pretty old. I'm running them right now. They're not too bad, but we had done suspension work in it a couple years ago, new struts and tie rod ends and stuff. I got it eyeballed, but it's vaguely out of alignment. So until I can go in and get it aligned, which I need to put the rear shocks in And then I believe we'll see how it looks after the shock's in, but I think this leaf is kind of not all there anymore. The leaf spring is kind of bowed because it sits funny. But you might as well do both leaves if you're gonna get it aligned and stuff. But we'll see if it's just the shock will fix it. I don't know, those shocks are old as hell. But we're gonna put, it needs new leaves, I think. I think we might as well just bite the bullet and do it. But yeah, you can see this one's got more of a proper bow to it. This one's kind of flat. I think this leaf is no good. So yeah, you can't just do one, you'll just do both. And then be done with it, new shocks, leaves. Then we'll get new tires put on it, balanced, and then we'll take it in and get it, you know, 4-wheel alignment done on it. And then it should be good to roll. But, well, it's not that far out of alignment. So, it's not like it's burned the tires up yet, but I'd rather not take that chance on some new ones. But, until then, we do have to do a blower motor on it that's been also bad since the beginning of time. You sometimes have to kick that guy to get it to go, which is not ideal, but I think I'm going to do it. It's just 3 8mm bolts. Problem is, new one at like an auto parts store will run you $100, and I don't really feel like ordering one online and waiting. I could, I guess, but I might go to the U-Pull and pick one up. We'll see. We'll see. I'll check Rock Auto, I suppose, but otherwise, it's running and driving A-okay still. So, we do got that new headliner in that we put in it last year. Still haven't got these clips yet. They're a special clip that comes with the headliners that have this DVD player, and I've got the DVD player, all the wiring to add it, just haven't done it yet. It's in a box, but maybe we'll do that at some point. But yeah, otherwise it is not an LX, it's a base model, but it is an LX now. We've added lots of things to it, and including this hatch. Anyway, I think we'll have some content coming up on this girl. I might even replace this door that I've replaced. I kind of was experimenting, seeing if I could, because this seam had some starter rust in it for these doors that I got. They're way better, but it still had some rust. So I tried to pop the seam apart so I could clean it out. And really, it's not that bad, but I damaged all the paint going down the side. And, I misplaced this trim piece, and this piece is broke and loose, and you could try get another one of these off, but you'll probably break it. Then you got to get this piece, and you'll probably break it trying to get it at the yard. And then it's got all this paint damage to it anyway, so you'll have to repaint it. Then it won't match the rest of the doors proper. So for another $40, I might as well get another one that's got a handle that's good and all this stuff, and it's already done. And this one's got a bunch of dings in it, you can kind of see if you look at it right. So we might even put another door on it. But well, that's extra bonus points there. We do at some point got to finish this rocker job. Yeah, this is kind of a ramble on this again, but we should maybe see some content. At the very least, I'm going to drive and work. I do have that other headlight, so Dad had hit a deer with this at one point, and we bought a replacement light just for this light, because when he clipped it, he just barely caught it, shattered the headlight, no other damage to it, really. I think this, maybe, hoover something, whatever. But this one's kind of foggy. You could try cleaning that up, but I think the one I found in here is actually, that one right there is actually in really nice shape. So we might swap that one on there. But anyway, bottom line is we should have some content coming up on the 05 here. My 1/4 gen I have left, because I sold Scorpion a couple months ago now. So we're back on the 05. And I just got this little guy in from eBay, and it is a shift cable repair kit, and as you can see, it's for a bunch of different Chrysler, Dodge, Plymouth products, because they all use the same bushing. As you can see, it looks like it's got an installer included with it. I might just slip that bushing on, and we'll see what we need to do. But the instructions say remove the old bushing. Done. I went and I picked the rest of it out with this little baby screwdriver, what was left of it. And then place the installer against the new bushing, with the bushing against the cable opening. Use the slip joint pliers to gently squeeze the new bushing into place. We'll see what we do here. I'm gonna fiddle around with that, put her in, and let you know how it goes. So just in case, there's my brilliant idea. I got a baby zip tie cinched up in that little groove there. And that seems to, like, I put force on that and it holds, so. And I put it through the gears and stuff, but it's still on there. I need to come out with a nips and nip the end off, but that's gonna do it. That's what we're gonna do. All right, we're gonna see if we can wrangle that old blower motor out, which currently turns on just fine. And then you see it kind of kicks down, gets slower. Yeah, well, we're gonna try wrangle that out. I believe the sizes are either 5/16 or 8 mil, or both. Close enough. So I think, if I remember, gotta take this outer cover off, and then it's inside of here. Yeah, see right there. And there's one up here, I think one over here, and then one in the back. And I think this will all pull off with the blend door motor. You might have to unplug this so you get a little play in that wire, but we'll see. I'll get that part out first, I'll let you know. All right, so we made some progress. Pulled the glove box out because there's one that points down. It's, where is he? He's right here, and you gotta get him from the top. It's kind of fun. I've been doing it with combinations of the 15/16 and this flex end and then extensions and stuff. Got him right here, then you got this one right here, this one right here, there's one right here, and then you got to pull the carpet back, and then you got to kind of pull the carpet, or like the backing here. Depending on your trim level, your backing might not be as thick as mine is, but you have to kind of tear it here. And then there's a little chunk I left behind because there's one at the very back, and it's right here. Can we flip the flash on for you guys? Boom. And then I can see right where my pointer finger is. He's right there. And now that I got all that stuff out of the way, I'll be able to get that extension up there with that flex, and I'll be able to get on that and loosen him. He's right there where my pointer is. And that's the last one, and then you should be able to finagle this out. And then I got the blue cable popped out of its clip. I got the fan, which is the green cable, unplugged from there. And then I got it popped into here. As you can see, there's our fan inside of there. All right, well, I got that stupid thing out. You got to disconnect the blend door here because he's hooked to this vent here. And I guess you want to make sure he's set all the way back here, because that way I can line it back up. I think you can calibrate those, but I've noticed, I'll have to check no, maybe not. I thought there was a little damp here. I'll have to make sure the AC drain isn't clogged. Or, yeah, over here. You can see a little bit of wetness, I think. So, anyway, now we just gotta get our fan out, which that is 3 more bolts, or screws, and that's out. Yeah, that was a pain. That bolt sucks right there. Or screw, sorry. Alright, but we got it. So, I suppose I could have done this before I ripped it apart. Let's make sure our new blower motor works, right? I don't know how we're gonna... I'll plug it in first here because it's off, and then I'll hold it with one hand and turn it on with the other. Okay, so plugged in, holding. Well, you guys can go turn it on. Oh, I love it. It makes noise. Well, it sure works, though. You know, it makes noise because I'm holding it weird. There we go. Don't make noise now. It still makes noise on low. Whatever. But hey, guess what? It works. Nice. Okay. There we go. Alright, well, I'll slap that other one in quickly, and then I'll bring you back when we're done. Alright, I'll take a little break here, but I did get everything reinstalled, and it sure would be a shame if somebody forgot to put that far back screw in. You know, it sure would be a shame. I would never do something like that. Yeah, I didn't put that screw in. It's in there. That vent caused me a lot of pain, so you can get your fingers up here inside this cover here, right up in here, and you can kind of guide that vent onto your blend door. I think I got it. That was a pain in the butt, but I think I got it. Anyway, so let's fire this thing up. Let's see how this works. Look at that. And it stays blowing fast. Do you see that? I'll switch the vents around. Make sure we blow out of the top here. We're blowing out of the top, warm air. Shut this door so it stays warm in here. Let's switch down to floor and top. So we still got top. And it's switching, I think. There it goes. A little bit. Okay. Didn't. Oh, I got floor vent over on this side. It's not blowing very well on the passenger side for whatever reason. Okay. So let's switch to full floor. See what happens there. Now it's blowing. There it goes. A little bit out of the top still, so I don't know if I have to recalibrate these blend doors or what. Let's go to floor and vents in the front. A little bit out of the front vent. Not so much here. I bet you this blender's messed up. Let's go to full front vent. Or is this, oh, hey, guess what? It helps if you turn the vent on, and then it works, you know? It's a miracle that occurred. Yeah, these vents are all working. We're blowing out of here just fine. Turn the heat. Okay. Turn it all the way back up. Let's flip it all the way back over to here. And there it switches. Now we're blowing full defrost, which that's all you ever need anyway. Defrost a little bit of foot vent, which we do have, so yeah, it's blowing out of there, okay. All right, I'll throw the glove box back in and that's done. Now that's finally done after a long time of kick to get the thing to go. So that's cool. Love to see that. Well, time has come, I guess. Oh, come on. You gonna fight me, really? Okay, time is coming. Bruh. I guess the time is not here yet. Anyway. That battery right there. This is the one that came out of the 94 that was dead for a couple years that I was raving on being good. It is. It'd probably start the van right now. But when it sits for a while, it doesn't hold a very good charge. I mean, if you drive it every day, it's perfect. It's fine. But it doesn't hold a long-term charge. I'm sure it's just because it's a weak battery. So I bought a new one. This costs way too much. But, you know. There we go. New battery. Get in there. I said get in there. There we go, it's in. New battery, who does? Perfectly tight, bolted that down. Now, problem is getting that one out. I don't know what I want to do about that. Do I get it like a wrench or something? Or pliers? Yes, I might. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna find a battery that's worse than that one and core it out. But yeah, this was $234 when they charged me the extra, what, $25 for core, so that's insane. In fact, the guy at O'Reilly was telling me he's been working there 5 years, and basically the price of batteries has, you know, gone up about $100 since he started. It's dead. Or is that might be a loose connection, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, that was bad ground. Okay. I'll give it to you. Please work now, and then be fine. Okay, yeah, we're alive. Oh, mint. First new battery this van's had in a long time. Well, there we go. I'll let it run for a little bit. But yeah, our white van's got your battery in it. Put this one in. Side. I think it's the right. No, this is 34 too. They're the right size. Here. Put you on there. Actually, no, I won't, because then I can't use the handle, so that's garbage. I guess I gotta put this back. Anyway, I'm gonna put the camera away. Well, working on the old 2005 Town Country right now. We've got a bad window motor. We also have this new Greenbean Cardone unit I just got in from Rock Auto. So we're gonna swap that in real quick and see how that goes. Problem. This is the motor I got. I plugged it in, tested it, it works. This is the wrong motor. I forgot to replace these doors and they're out of a different Caravan. I think this is an older design. So we've got a problem that this doesn't fit. So we gotta fix this motor, I think. Shoot. Okay, so update here. This is the original motor gear. And right here is the new motor guts. So I took that rebuilt motor, swapped the whole thing here, swapped the bottom piece here, swapped the whole, what do you want to call that, gear, and then I swapped the two brushes inside. That's what was wrong with the old motor, is the brushes were wore out. So I swapped them all in here, and it seems to work. And then I also lubed up this gear inside of here. So that I think that's gonna do it. I'm gonna get it put back together here, get the door panel hacked back together, and then we'll try it for, well, actually we'll just put it back together, bolted in. We should see if the window will hold the load and go up and down. All right, I've already seen it work, but here you guys go. A little slow going up, but I'll lube the tracks. Otherwise, it goes up and down. There we go. Rebuilt. All right, door panels all together here. Let's verify it works. Yeah, that's acceptable. I can work with that. Boom. All right, old van, time to remove from storage. I was actually out here last week, so I did start it up and everything. But yeah, let's get this backed out of here. All right, 316, 537. And she's alive. I didn't even check fluids, so it's probably fine. Well, oil pressure lights out, good enough for me. Well, white van, the 05 is back. Drove fine home, checked trans fluid and everything looks okay. So, that's cool. Alright, I figured I'd pop in here. I've just been working on my own here. Got the 05 back out. I don't know, you guys should see that by now, but yeah, I just figured I'd clean it up here. I just got done shopping, getting all the paint supplies, and bought a new Ryobi grinder for the blue van here for the undercoating and rust repair we're doing. But since I had this one out of storage, since we got the 97 put away till the computer comes back, got this shipped off too. But yeah, cleaned it up. This fan cleans up pretty nice. I got the floor mats over here. And then it's got a kind of a smell to it. So we're going to hit it with the the ozone machine real quick. And then we'll drop a scent bomb in here. But got to get it cleaned out first. I'm going to scrub it down with some Windex and a rag. And just dropped my can of pop, as you can see. So that turned out very well. There's still half a can in there. Anyway, yeah, just want to show you real quick. Cleans up pretty well.